England national team. Where is the X Factor? Boring, boring England. And
it was a shocking performance, as the title says. It should have been sponsored by Maxwell House or Nescafe, because England need to wake up and wake up quick. They need to set a bloody alarm for the next few games, because perform like that, we're going home. I thought we were brilliant against Croatia, but Croatia did try to play on the front foot a little bit. Against the low block, it wasn't good enough. And yes, Kane should have scored at the end, but they should have had a bloody penalty. So we probably got away with it there because we didn't do enough to win the game. And analysing what was certainly the worst officiating we've seen in the tournament, stop-start Premier League crap, we're lucky that also that bad officiating impacted Ghana as well, because that was a legitimate penalty that if they'd scored it, I don't think we were going to come back. So in a way, we've got away with it. I do think that in a tournament, though, it's good to have a reality check early on. You could play 3 or 4 really good games, go into the knockout stage and play like that, and you're going home. So, of course, the trust element is what's stopping us doing that in the knockout stage anyway. But I think the England players need a rocket up their arse. I think they do. And Tuchel does as well. They were brilliant last week. They can be brilliant again, but that was complacent. It was almost like they'd never played together at all. It was uncoordinated. It was almost as if they believed the hype of Croatia and thought it would be easy. Because what I wanted to see from England was some good performance. Now, we'll do the player ratings in a minute, but there's a couple of things I want to say first. I wanted to see a performance. 1-0 would have been fine if I'd seen a performance. Passing was poor. Final ball was poor. It was just a really, as I said, sloppy performance from England. And you're not going to get away with that. And the worrying thing is that we've almost exposed a weakness as well. Yes, if teams want to play against us, we can exploit the space as we did against Croatia.
England 0, Ghana 0. And to be fair, I have to start off with huge congratulations, I guess, to Ghana, who I thought were phenomenal in the setup that they had deployed, and what they set out to do, they have achieved. And they bloody made it hard, that's for sure. They really did make it hard. Physically, I didn't expect Ghana to be that strong. I did have a bit of question marks in terms of where are Ghana before all of this. You know what, Ghana, I know Ghana in the last few years have been, you know, they've got a new crop, a new generation of players trying to get themselves back up onto the top. It's been a bit of a slow process, but they're starting to get somewhere. Is there still more work to do? I thought physically they might not actually be there. They bloody were. One of the strongest physical performances we've seen at the World Cup, without question, from Ghana today. And they made it hard for us, very hard for us. To sit deep, to be compact, and to close those lines, and to close those spaces, and to have just the box loaded with just Ghanaians. There's an entire wall you just could not get through. So credit. For England, on the other hand, frustrating day. Overall, frustrating day. And the weather didn't have any place to part in it. No. They didn't have any involvement in this. It was 21 degrees Celsius where in Boston, Massachusetts, where they were playing. Water breaks realistically were probably not even needed. Yeah, it was just frustrating. We could not get through. Except for the couple of times that we did, and we didn't capitalize. Now, I feel like with the way that we started the game and the way that we went forward was understandable. I think now there is a bit of concern about our wingers. I think now Gordon's 2 games now, Gordon's not really done much.
We learned that was one of the worst England performances I've ever seen in my adult life. That was Algeria 2010. That was USA in a few of the England games in World Cup history. Absolutely shocking, guys. England aren't going to win the World Cup at this level. And Thomas Tuchel, we can have a big debate about the fact that maybe he will start off this tournament slow, figure a few things out, rotate and rest a lot of players. And in the knockouts is when we really see Thomas Tuchel be chalk and cheese and juxtaposed to the Gareth Southgate softly scared approach. But all I can do in this video is talk to you about what I've seen in this game. It was antiquated, stiff, dry, scared football with a lack of quality, a lack of nous, a lack of any kind of creativity, ingenuity. We're going to break down 5 things we learned from the game and obviously talk about the big moments, because I think if you're a Ghana fan watching, or anyone that wants England to lose, you'd argue Ghana should be winning this game. There was a big penalty shout from Concert as well. The best chance, really, if you'd argue, is a penalty for Ghana, then Ghana should have won the game. Ghana were brilliant. Ghana have taken a couple of points off of England, who are top seeds in the group. Ghana have given themselves basically guaranteed qualification in some guys into the knockouts for a limited Ghana side that this isn't 2010 Ghana with Michael Essien and Gian and all that. It's a younger side. And the fact that Queiroz has got a result against England is absolutely brilliant for them. So you've got to say fair play, because Semenyo was quiet. Fatawu was brilliant when he came on, and England couldn't really deal with Ghana in a couple of big moments in the second half. You have to sit there and say Thomas Tuchel has got big issues in midfield. He's got big issues at fullback. I think Gahey looked brilliant. Pickford was okay. Harry Kane had his chance that he missed. Harry Kane looked isolated. You could genuinely argue there's 3 or 4 big issues that Thomas Tuchel has to address.
Hey, listen. Alright, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. If you don't laugh, you will cry. England 0 and a kudos-less Ghana 0. Now, listen, hit the like button, comment down below or you look for, and yeah, subscribe if you're new. We're really close to 27,500, all that good stuff. But consequences. England national team. Where is the X factor? Boring England. And as I said, the guys on Back Again said I was being boring. Troop said I was being negative. I was being boring. Like, since when does saying the truth or expressing your disappointment in certain aspects of the game mean you're boring and negative? I'm not even a boring and negative fan, but what we just saw today was nasty. It was nasty. It's starting to make me think that my bro Rance was right. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, were we just better than Croatia because we were more fitter than Croatia? Was it just a fitness thing? Because when it came down to technicality, there was nothing there. There was nothing there. Like, I've got to go fix my window, because guess what? Kane bust my window. That ball landed all the way back here in the UK. The ball landed back in the UK.